what's up, you guys? It's Sylvia and Brittany.
Hi.
We're here to talk about,
Positivity.
if we're not looking at the camera, it's because we have notes. But anyways, let's get started.
So, positivity is an important thing to have in life. So to have positivity in your life, you have to have a few things. One of them is a support system. A support system can help you with many things. It can help you. You can have a support system just to vent someone, or a support system to go to someone. A support system is like someone or a group of people that you can go to when something's going downhill, or you just need to like vent, or like you need personal help with things, so it doesn't have to be public to the world. So yeah. A support system is like really, you should have one because it can help you with a lot of things. If you don't trust any of your, if you don't trust any of your friends or family with some of these things, you should probably really check into having a counselor or a therapist because they can help a lot.
Yeah.
I've been in counseling since I was 4, and
I didn't know it was that long.
yeah. So, since I was 4 years old, and I mean, it'd be the last place I want to be, but at the end of the day, I'm glad I went. So, another thing to have positivity in your life is you have to have coping skills. So, since you have a support system, if you have a support system, they're not always going to be there for you right away. So, as much as it's going to hurt, not everyone's going to be there for you. So, coping skills are very important to have. A coping skill is something you use to help you fight an urge or something that could bring you down. So if you have a support system, you should also have coping skills, because if you have a support system and they're not going to be there for you right away, you need to have something that's going to hold you over until you can actually like talk to them. So like an example would be like, if you only trust your counselor and you need to go to them but they're not available at the moment, then you have to have something that can hold you over until you can actually talk to them. So a few coping skills are drawing, listening to music, any hobbies that you enjoy that relieve stress or that get you out of a funky mood.
Like, get your mind off things.
Yeah, that can distract you. So yeah.
My turn now?
Yeah.
Alright, so like Brittany was just saying about like support system. The support system basically is the key. It teaches you to cope with your problems. It can also help you stay strong, and when you're by yourself, it can teach you how to like manage to pull through things on your own. But I have this brother that's been through a lot throughout his life. He's 18. He's had a really rough life, and he's told me something and everything. I call it a quote, but I don't exactly know. It's self-harm and only takes away the stress and pain for a matter of seconds it lasts for, but it just leaves scars that you probably don't want for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But basically, he was telling me that like he regrets it basically because all it did was leave scars.
So another thing with that could be like to do something to relieve things don't always seem permanent, but when it actually happens, you really can't take it back sometimes. So before like you go and do something that could make you regret later in time, you have to think like, am I gonna regret this, or is this gonna affect me in any way or hurt me or anybody else? It's one of the major things you really have to remember. I think a lot of people are going to think this video is going to go directly to self-harm because the way we're talking it does, but it could also go to a lot of other things.
Positivity.
Yeah, like
helping people.
So like there's a lot of things that people can have that can connect to this. So you have like self-harm, suicidal thoughts, self-hate, depression, anxiety, any eating disorders, like things that you struggle with on an everyday basis, or like even like things like school. Like if you don't go through any of those, like depression or anything, like school, friends, family, like anything, like the littlest things, like don't overestimate it because sometimes it can bring you down more than you can think it will. So,
but basically like back on the subject of when Brittany said it can hurt other people. So think before you make your actions or whatever. But like think about it as you do something to yourself. You self harm. It's not only gonna affect you; it can affect your family around you, your friends, wondering if it's their fault, wondering what they could do to help you. Like they feel like they could have done something, but they really couldn't have because they didn't know what was going on. You didn't open up, you didn't anything. You should always open up to someone. There's counselors at school, there's just counselor appointments, there's best friends that you trust with everything you have, family that you trust, people that are really close that you count as family. Just find a way to cope and before you can actually do something and regret it.
Okay, so I kind of want to share a little story, that relates to what Sylvia said. So I'm not going to use any names, but I have this friend, and, her and her best friend made a promise that they, they have, a passive self-harm, and they made a promise that they wouldn't. One of these best friends broke this promise, and it hurt the other person more than it hurt the best friend. So, I mean, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, once you,
Mistake.
it's not even a mistake, it's a setback. Once you have that setback, you have to remember what stopped you from having that setback before. Because this one friend that I have had this setback, and it hurt her friend that she promised really bad. And yeah, so that's it
And
for the depressing shit.
I know the people she's talking about because I know a lot of her friends and I talk to a lot of them too. For some reason, I just do. And basically, they thought they were gonna break the promise too, and they told me that if someone else breaks the promise doesn't mean you have to too. So, not trusting themselves and thinking about breaking the promise that their best friend broke, they went to someone else to lift them up too.
Yeah. So I have one more thing I want to add before we end this video. I've learned from my past experience that saying, if you have anything that you and your best friend or any of your friends have in common that you guys don't want to do, like for example self-harm or self-medicating or anything like that, don't ever, and I mean ever, say something along the lines as of, if you do this, then I'm gonna do it. Because some people have setbacks, and if you do that, if you hold that in and then have that setback, like, what if the other person follows through with it? It's gonna hurt you and that other person at the same time, and other people too. So just please don't ever say, like, if you do this, I'm gonna do it, because I've said it in my past, and now I'm realizing,
Not the right thing to say.
yeah, don't say it. So enough with that depressing shit. Let's get that out of the way.
What was I gonna say? Crap. But with that, basically, if you see someone who does it, don't think they instantly do it for attention. Most people don't want to do it, but sometimes it's just their only release they have and everything. And some people will do it for attention and everything. I mean, I don't agree with that, but those are those people. Maybe they don't get enough attention at home, so they try to get attention from other people.
Yeah.
But I think
like Elmo.
But I think we're gonna end it because we're almost at 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So y'all
thanks for watching.
All need to stay strong, head up, and yeah, stay beautiful.
My Instagram will be in the
push my hand into my eye.
My Instagram will be below. You can direct message me if you need anything.
Same here. All right.
Peace.
Stay beautiful.